love the top because you can't stop when he's on. Sometimes what he's saying will leave you in a daze, but you gotta pay close attention because you can't fit a word inside. We got crazy mad societies, we're all a bunch of freaks. He's got crazy mad solutions when he talks before he thinks. When I need a couple bucks, like money ain't a thing, man, I got a side job clubbing rats over in England. Off the top, cause he's ready to blow. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Off the top, cause he's ready to blow. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Don't take offense, cause my man is frankly honest. He's the only one that ever beat me in a sweating contest. Cause if you can't take the heat, you're getting kicked out the kitchen. You get the dry white toast, he's got the 2-whole chicken. He's got away with the ladies, they're always taking him home to mother. When she answers the door, she's like, I see you met your father. It's obvious his mouth is gonna get him in trouble. Yo, Bill, call the bar, get the bail on the double. Off the top, cause he's ready to blow. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Off the top, cause he's ready to blow. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Off the top, cause he's ready to blow. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Off the top, cause he's ready to blow. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold.
Well, my little nasties. Friday night, Central Valley Talk, 8 p.m. It must be another episode of Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold. Oh my goodness, are you feeling it? Episode 274. Tonight, by the time we're done, you ain't gonna want no more, all right? It is gonna be amazing tonight. As if you already can't tell, we have something very amazing going on tonight. All presented to you by Diehards and Son. Huge show coming to Full Circle Brewing Company, November 17th. It's BrewCon. BrewCon is coming, children. And let me tell you a little something about the BrewCon. Oh, brew's in the title, you know, I can't take my kid. It's child friendly. Are you kidding me? All ages at the BrewCon. Bring the kids out during the day. They got all sorts of stuff. You're gonna have vendors. You're gonna have perhaps cosplayers. You're gonna have all sorts of great food trucks. And then as the evening goes along, it gets up to the musical guest, and that's when then they unleash another party. Party during the day, party at night. Child friendly. Everything you could want. Now, if you're watching on CentralValleyTalk.com, I got to thank you. You did the extra work. You typed it in the URL, all the nerd stuff. I ain't going to make fun of you for that. If you're watching on YouTube, that's fantastic. If you're watching on CentralValleyTalk.com, Facebook and all that, thank you. We have cosplayers. Got to be good. This is going to be reused. You're waiting for something. She's waiting for something. We got to be good tonight. We're trying to be on good behavior. Pete the Diard, you're going to be able to reuse this clip, right? He's going to be able to reuse this clip. Now, if you haven't noticed, let's go ahead and, without you even knowing what's going on, let's get a round of applause for all the cosplayers I have here right now. Oh my God. Now you gotta imagine standing outside waiting for Sex, Drugs, and Kris DeVold to start. And everybody just starts rolling up. Like, me and Liggity Lindsay across the street walking in, I'm like, oh my God, there's Captain America's car. There's Captain America's car. I know that car from Facebook. And then all of a sudden, Logan walks in, and I'm like, okay, well, I know who you are. I got Starfleet guys back here. I got Harry Potter. Lady Deadpool in the friggin' house. Oh, well. The ladies got loud for Lady Deadpool. And then, of course, friend of Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold. He's been here a couple of times. We even emceed a show together. At Full Circle Brewing Company. Deadpool's in the house! Now, we got everybody, we got mics for everyone. Don't be afraid to get loud. Let's go ahead and, I don't want to, well, I guess, you know, we'll go behind the curtain, but real quick, all of you guys are going to be at BrewCon, right?
Yeah.
All of you, is this the whole crew, or are there more?
There's more.
A lot more. So this is nothing.
Yeah, this is only a tiny bit of us.
This is fantastic. Only this is just a couple of them right here. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, well then, how long have each of you been doing this? Let's go down the row.
Okay. I've only been doing it for a month and a half.
A month and a half? Wow. Okay.
I'm a newbie. I'm a baby at it.
Deadpool, how long you been at the game?
I've actually been doing this since 2011.
2011.
Yeah, I'm pretty old.
I was gonna say, in the world of this, you're the vet.
I am.
No? Wait. How long you been going?
With cosplay, about 4 or 5 years now.
Go down the road. How long? Oh, you don't have to give it to them. They got that one too. You're fine.
I've been doing it about a year for the Star Trek and 10 years in Renaissance fairs.
The Ren Face. Kern one going down tomorrow. Kearney. We should go to the Visalia one. No offense to Fresno. I love the Fresno one, the Renaissance and Pirate Festival. We missed the Visalia one. All right, keep going.
3 years.
3 years. All right. Cap?
4 years.
Logan?
About a year.
Okay. I like it. We got some new people to it, some people that are mixed into it. Does it blow the kids' minds? I was saying before we got going, like this as an adult, even seeing everybody lined up, how do you not kind of get entranced a little bit? I mean, Logan's literally getting ready to kill a bug flying in the air in the CentralValleyTalk.com studios with his adamantium claws. Like, what aren't you understanding right now? This is happening in front of us. Kids freak out when they see y'all?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like comic books, video games. Sometimes action figures come to life, so their eyes light up, and they sometimes are hesitant, but then they run up to you and want to take pictures, get a hug.
Hugs.
It's always the hugs, right?
Hugs,
Kids
yeah.
are when you approve and your kid approved, it's all about hugs. Kids are always good. There's not to get upset. There's a little video or going around on Facebook. Have you seen the video? People are getting ready to leave a music festival or something, and their child is insisting on hugging everyone as they leave.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, that's the same type of child you guys tap
Yes,
into. The kid's
yes.
like, oh my God, Logan hugs.
These are my
Oh my God,
people.
Captain America, like they're right in front of me. The decisions to be who you are, where'd that come from?
Deadpool was really, he was a merc with the mouth. I look at him as everybody. Like, he literally is your attitude, your sense of humor, your dark humor, your wittiness. He is you. So why not be you, but just as something totally outside of it? It's like your inner alter ego.
I love it.
And mine is kind of off his, because we decided to do a pair thing, and I wasn't sure what to do. And studying up on Lady Deadpool, she's the strongest Deadpool that there is, the smartest one, so I can kick his butt. Plus, I'm taller. But it's neat. Seeing the kids is fun. Even being called, girls Spider-Man, I'll take it.
She's like,
I'll take
right?
I'll
I'm feeling
take
Lady
it.
Deadpool would be okay with that.
Well, and for me, I grew up with sci-fi. From a little kid, I was there day one for Star Wars. So Star Trek, Star Wars has always been my thing. And it took me a long time to get into cosplay, but then I figured I got to do Star Trek. I also do Klingon with the makeup.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
starting to do some Mandalorian mercs type stuff. So it was taking me a while to jump in and I'm just going to do it and have fun with it.
Might as well, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what about you?
I loved Star Trek growing up. It was something that me and my dad shared.
Can't beat that.
Aww.
Trouble with Tribbles, right? Come on. Don't even get started with that damn episode. No, it was like one of the first episodes I watched all the way through of Star Trek when I was little. I was a big fan of Nick at Night.
Yeah.
I used to watch, my mom would be like, what are you watching? I'm like, well, Make Room for Daddy's on, and then Donna Reed's coming on after that, and My Three Sons was hilarious tonight. She's like, what is wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know what happened. I was
fun.
watching regular shows, and then these shows came on, and because you're watching Nickelodeon shows, and all of a sudden they'd spring that shit on you, and all of a sudden I'm watching like shit like that. So this taps into all that. What about you?
I've been a Trekkie for a long time, but once I finally retired, I go out and have fun and enjoy it.
Got himself the magic wand and never looked back. So I'm like, why not? Go straight up on it. Cap?
Hey, I was in high school. I was a little kid. I was bullied. When I graduated high school, I was 5'1" and I weighed 95 pounds. Went in the military. 4 years later, came out 6'1", 200 pounds.
What the? Wait a minute. Like,
Super soldier.
Okay, wait a minute. Back that story up a little bit. That really was like a Captain America thing, right?
Yeah.
Literally happened at Captain America.
That's literally what happened in the movies. So that's Captain America. We're all right. By default, you win on that one. That's amazing.
Wow.
Did you know that about him? I didn't know that. Oh, that's a great story. That's a very big growth spurt for a very late in life like that. That's I'm not a doctor, but
Guys don't stop till they're about 21.
gotta have the blue. And Logan, what do you?
Damn you.
Damn you. He's like, well, I just decided I can't beat that. He's so damn you.
You got the chops though.
You got dude. Right. How about this? Logan walks in, and I'm like, well, I know who he is. Like, I'm like, oh my God, Logan's walking by me right now. So you're kind of in this thing where even if you're not in costume. By the way, belt buckle, I mean, it's
Right?
just, it's
Yeah.
fantastic what you got going here.
Thank you.
Even as, is your jacket part of it? Yes.
Yeah,
Is it? No. Okay. I mean, I know
kinda.
it's hot in here and shit, but like you
Yeah.
came in and the jacket is white. I mean, I was like, it's Logan walking into the bar in X-Men Part 1. Like, I remember this. You're kind of the instance to where when you ain't even dressed up, you still got all this going on. Do people still say anything?
Yeah, actually, yeah. They, I've always, bouncing at clubs and everything. They've always told me that I look like it, I act like it, just the character. And I've always loved Wolverine as I was younger. Drew him all the time. And when I found out about cosplaying, and then one Halloween I dressed up as it, kids just started to come in and want to take pictures. Just seeing their expression on it, it was
yeah, I
just,
could do this.
it was priceless.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's do this. And we got people calling in tonight. We got Danielle Kennedy, American Horror Story, Narcos, she's calling in tonight. We got Nick Palmer, who's been in here before. Some of you might have been here when that happened. Some of you might not. Michelangelo calling in tonight. Everybody here can be seen at BrewCon. Here's what I want to do. I talk a lot. I got a problem. People come in, and then they're driving home, right? They're driving home, and they're like, that's what we went in there for. That's literally what we hauled our sweet cookies in there for that. So what I want to do at this time is we're going to set the timer. I'm going to set the official Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold timer, which is just my phone. Please don't nitpick, Deadpool. And it's official, Deadpool. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to set the timer. Plus, it's hard filling an internet television hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the timer for 60 seconds. During that 60 seconds, whatever you guys want to talk about, you can be serious, you can be silly, I don't really care. But it's your time, okay? I am not going to talk during it because I feel like, look, we're already getting calls. Hold on. Hello? Hi, yes, Miss Kennedy. Give me one moment. This is Kris. We're just getting ready to go to commercial. We're wrapping up right now. You're just on time. All right, one moment. See how I'm being nice, you guys? See how I'm doing that? That's for you, Pete. All right, here we go. Let me see if I can still set the timer with her on the phone because we're going to do this, okay? Here we go. No longer is it going to be Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold. For the next Internet Television Minute, it's going to be Sex, Drugs, and the Cosplayers!
Well, definitely one thing that I loved about the cosplay community, and we got superheroes here, we got, DC, Marvel, we got sci-fi, magic, sci-fi, all the different genres. It's just people coming together to express what they love, and it's like I might do sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, but I love seeing Logan and Cap and everybody doing their thing, and especially when you just share it together, and it does give back to the community because the little kids and even adults go like, that's my favorite character that I've seen on a video game or comic book, and now it's in real life. So it's just something I really love doing.
It's definitely a place to share the geek culture that you grew up with, not just with yourself and remindance, but also your kids, your grandkids, your grandparents. It's something to enjoy, something that's familiar in a very kid-friendly and family-friendly environment.
Oh, there was the minute you guys did. I know, there's so many guys. But wait, you guys can guarantee we can see all of you at BrewCon, correct?
Yes.
That's November 17th, Full Circle Brewing Company. It's amazing. Give it up for our cosplayers one more time! Oh my God, amazing. And we fit everybody in the shot. I love it. You guys looked amazing tonight. Any kid that goes to BrewCon, any adult is very lucky. This guy here, man, this guy, I love this guy. All right, you guys look amazing. I loved it. All presented by Diehards and Sons. Let's do this. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we come back, our first call in of the evening, Danielle Kennedy's on the line! Slide the knob! Well, welcome back, everyone. We got a big one for you tonight. 274 episodes in the book as of tonight, and I can't think of any other way to make it bigger than teaming up with Diehards and Sons to make all things happen tonight in the name of BrewCon! We've seen cosplayers, not even all of them. This was just the sneak preview. You got to be there November 17th, Full Circle Brewing Company. All courtesy of Diehards Sense to see all of them and the ones you've seen here already in person. And that's not as if that wasn't enough. Pete the Diehard, he's such a giver. Let me tell you, on the line right now, we're going to talk about what you know her from. This is a pleasure and an honor to speak to her. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up on the line. Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, proud to bring on Danielle Kennedy! Miss Kennedy, how are you this evening?
late. I feel like I'm in the ring with Muhammad Ali or something. It's about to begin.
I know. I do have that. I do have that tendency. It is a pleasure to speak with you. You've been in the game for a while. You know how it goes, and much respect for anyone that can do something they love for that long. Let's just go ahead and dive right into it. How did you even get into the game? How did you decide this is what I want to do?
Oh, I always wanted to be an actor since I was a little tiny kid, and so I started doing, little skits and plays and all that kind of stuff when I was in grade school, and then of course a lot in high school, a lot in college, and then I got married and had many children, and so I kind of got out of it for about 20 or 25 years, and so I'm pretty old. So I took a big section of my life when I was raising our 8 children and did other things.
Okay. You got our attention.
Right. And then got back into it in my 50s. And my first love is the theater. And so when I got back into it, I started working up at a theater company that Bruce Willis and his then former wife, Demi Moore, it was their theater up in Sun Valley, Haley, Idaho.
Wow.
I got to play Bruce's mom in True West, and they filmed it for Showtime, and I did about maybe 18 productions up there, and then moved back to L.A. We had left Los Angeles, and we lived in Idaho for about 10 years. Came back to L.A. in 2005, and between 2005 and now, I've done about 40 TV shows and about 15 or 20 plays and about 15 films, and I'm sure we have some Narcos fans out
You guys are like Narcos? Oh, that is the show. I mean, are you kidding me? You are, Narcos. What else if you want to name a couple of your projects, because I'll tell you what, you've been really working.
on Narcos in all of season 1, the tough lady that was trying to capture Pablo Escobar.
Yes.
And I've been in.
I just want to say real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt, badass. I know you sound so nice right now, but badass. I see it in you when you play that part, and to know that you can go there, you must be nice to Miss Kennedy.
It was a lot of fun to be able to do that, and I had some great partners in crime, Boyd Holbrook and Carol Pascal, and we shot it down in Columbia. I was down there 6 months, so that was good fun. But other shows, oh my gosh, Parks and Rec, The Mentalist, CSI Las Vegas, Grownish, which I just did, was just on an episode of The Last Ship on TNT in their 5th season. Oh gosh,
This is
American
amazing.
Horror Story.
Yeah, now that's the one. Yeah, come on, American Horror Story. You've been a part of some.
Do you remember the Covenant?
Oh yeah, the Covenant. Yeah.
Yes. Do you remember when we sent Jessica Lange to Briarcliff?
Yes.
She was in trouble, and then she became a nun after that. I sent her to Briarcliff, and that.
We have people. That's hilarious. People watching it. Somebody's like, I'm on episode 7.
Yeah. And for all the kids, I was the librarian that was shushing everybody in Girl Meets World on yes, on the Disney Channel.
Apparently, we have adult in the room that watch Girl Meets World. Hey, I watched it when it first started, but no, not at all. Now, Ms. Kennedy, I got to ask you. You went back a little later in life to the game, and not only did you hit it, but you hit it hard. The projects that you're naming, and you're just naming stuff off the top of your head that you've been a part of. These are cemented, good foundation projects. You're part of some pretty popular stuff.
I keep as we're talking, I'm remembering more and more.
Yes.
Just a whole bunch of stuff. McBride with John Larroquette. I'm telling you, you kind of I've done so many, and now I'm starting to slip through the cracks. And then in theater, I was really lucky because I got to play for some of you theater buffs, if you saw the movie August Osage County, Meryl Streep had the part of the drug addict mom in that film.
Yes.
But it was a very popular play around the United States, and I got to play that same role that she played of Violet, the drug addict mom, for 6 months, 3 months in Idaho and 3 months in Maine. So that was kind of cool to be able to do that one too. But yeah, I really feel very, very fortunate to have had, the opportunity to do all this stuff. And then, of course, film as well. I'm bringing some stuff up to BrewCon. Some scenes
Okay.
from Insidious 4. I don't know if we had any Insidious 4 people out there.
You like they love the Insidious, yes.
Scary. And then I also did Lizzie. I played the mother of Lizzie Borden, which is that true story. And Gary Busey played my husband, Mr. Borden. And he chops off my head with a hatchet.
I believe it. Busey is a wild cannon. I mean, in the story. I love it. How was it working with Gary Busey?
He's very funny. Oh, he's terrific. I mean, everybody on the set loves him, and he makes everybody laugh. And then when the camera starts rolling,
I love him.
the bejesus out of me. Let me tell you.
Yeah, right. They yell action, and all of a sudden he's a different man. Correct?
Yes. But he was very nice to me, and he told me I didn't have to worry. I was safe in his hands, even though he had a hatchet about.
I'm holding the hatchet, but don't worry.
Away from
Busey with hatchet. I love it. That is okay. What advice would you have for anybody? I mean, it seems as though you could possibly give advice to those who are trying to get into the acting game and those who might be late bloomers who want to get into it late in life. Any advice you might have for those people?
Well, I don't really think it matters. If you're late bloomers in a way have an advantage because the older you get, people die off. So if you're still alive, you got a hell of a good chance right there.
See?
But no,
that's
the
great
advice
theory.
would
I love
give
that.
Anybody is don't do it unless you really love it. In other words, if you really have a passion for it, because of those 40 or 50 different television shows that I've named, or I named some of them, it probably involved about 5,000 auditions that I was rejected on. You have to have an incredible amount of resilience because you're going out on auditions all the time, and in some cases you're being pinned, which means it's down to you and one other individual, and you won't find out until the night before everybody is called to set whether you got it or not.
Wow.
Yeah, you have to be able to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and go again without heartbreak because it's tough. There is a lot of rejection. Now, granted, once you get the work, it's fabulous and it's fun and all that kind of stuff, but it really doesn't matter. Like if you've been a series regular, for example, I was a series regular in Narcos that first season.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thinks, oh, well, then you'll have it made for the rest of your career. You'll come back from Colombia and they'll be knocking at your door. Well, I've seen many people. They've been on shows for 9 seasons, and as soon as it was over, they didn't have any work for a year. So even being a name on a big show doesn't guarantee your security in this business. There is no security. So your security must be within yourself and your own drive and your own passion to keep picking yourself up, dusting yourself off, and doing it again. You gotta love it is all I can tell you.
Wow. Give it up for Miss Danielle Kennedy. Are you kidding me? That are great, great words to hear. Well, Miss Danielle Kennedy, I just want to thank you for being able to speak to you tonight. It was a pure joy, and anybody that's able to see you out at BrewCon November 17th at Full Circle Brewing Company, all courtesy of Diehards and Sons, is a very lucky person because you're just a pleasure to talk to.
I want to see tons of people. I want a whole bunch of people come over and talk to me and shake hands, and we'll sign pictures. We'll do all kinds of stuff. Because we're going to have fun. And Pete Salazar, our diehard boy, he is a fantastic man.
Oh, the man. He's on it. Pete the Diehard's the man. I love it. He's here tonight. He said he paid you to say that. No. I love it.
Well, pays me well. No, I'm very excited to come up. We're going to have a blast, and evidently they're going to serve some beer, I heard.
Oh yeah, their Full Circle Brewing Company is going to do it up just right for you, Miss Kennedy. So I love it. Well, we're very excited to see you. It was a pure pleasure speaking to you. I'm going to let you get back to your Friday night. You guys give it up one more time for Miss Danielle Kennedy. Such a pleasure speaking to her. We look forward to seeing you at BrewCon, Miss Kennedy. You have a great evening, all righty?
You too. Take care, everybody.
All right. There it is. Let's do this. I got to get off the phone because when we come back, we got Michelangelo calling. Sexy Kris DeVold. Take a quick commercial break.
Hi, Danielle Kennedy, a.k.a. Ambassador Noonan, on the hit series on Netflix, Narcos, Season 1. Hope to see all of you on November 17th at the BrewCon in Fresno, California. We'll be signing autographs, taking pictures. We'll just have a great time. Be there or be square.
Oh, welcome back. Episode 270 more. See, look, I messed. I said 270 more. Because that was about to say episode 270 more. I'll leave you wanting 4. Let's run with that. Let's see how weird that gets. Episode 270 more. I'll leave you wanting 4. My favorite number. What? I told you guys it wouldn't work. All right, here we go. The whole episode has been taken over by Diehards and Sons. It's a Diehards and Sons takeover is what's happening. We've had cosplayers. We've talked to Danielle Kennedy. But oh, that's not enough. If you were lucky enough to be here the one night he graced us with his appearance in studio, well, you were just that lucky. It took him about an hour to get out of here after he got off camera, but I'm very pleased to have him on the phone. He's going to be coming to BrewCon November 17th, Full Circle Brewing Company. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. I'm going to say his name, but you know him as Michelangelo. Nick Palmer! Nick, what's up, man?
Dude, it's good to be here. Doing great.
I love it. I love Mikey. How's life, man? Spectacular, tubular, or what?
You're in the sewer.
I knew it. I knew it. That's where the best. And pizza, you know what? There's a lot of humidity in the sewer. I think it really keeps a pizza very, very nice and fresh when you're down there. Am I right, Mikey?
I hope so, because I love pizza.
Oh, man. You telling me you just don't eat this? I mean, I'm a huge turtle fan, first off. I mean, Ninja Turtle. I love pizza. Ask my mother every year on my birthday what kids were eating at my parties. It was pizza parties every year. Well, let's do this a little bit more in character. Mikey, where's the love for pizza come from with you and the Turtles?
Where's the love come from?
Yeah, where's the love of the pizza from? All 4 of you guys love pizza so much. Where's that come from?
Where does that come from? Well, I'm going to tell you. I just love to make it. I love, the crust, and I love all the toppings on it. It's just
they even eat the crust.
Wholesome deal. You got everything, all the food groups in there.
I don't eat the crust all the time. So you turtles got one on me not eating the crust. Now, let me switch over now. I'm going to have you switch up and be multi-personalities. Nick Palmer, how the heck are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing really good down here in LA. I mean, it's been having a great time. I've talked to Pete a lot over the years since we've been on your show, and I've done a lot with Pete up there in Fresno and Bakersfield and Central Valley. There, having a great time meeting everybody, and I hope to meet a lot more when I go up for BrewCon.
You know, we got a great picture of you on the screen right now. Nick's looking pretty, Danielle Kennedy's badass. You're looking pretty badass in this picture we got. You're going to have to check out the episode. We got a great picture of you, man.
Really?
Yeah, he's all really. You're a pretty modest guy, but Nick, you're one-stop shop. I mean, you're kind of like a mix of everything, aren't you? I mean, you kind of got some stuntman in you, you got some martial arts guy in you. I mean, you're of that world, right?
Well, yeah, to be honest, when I come from a martial arts background, that's what, in fact, got me the job. I was inspired by Bruce Lee, and in 1973, when he hit the scene in America, I was a 13-year-old kid, and that inspired me to get into movies and martial arts. And at the time, it could have been any martial art. I mean, I saw Into the Dragon in 1973. The next week, I was in a martial arts school. It could have been any type of martial art. I wouldn't have known the difference at the time. Just so happened to be a kung fu style in San Francisco. And and that really just got me on the road to where I am today. Just amazing how my journey's been. I did got the part of Mikey, who does the nunchucks, of course. Again, inspired by Bruce Lee, and it just led me on this incredible journey through life. So
it really did take over. Like doing that one role just altered the course of your life, right? Like Doc Brown, Back to the Future status, like whole different course being a Ninja Turtle.
Yes, it did, and I mean, I love being a turtle. I'll be honest with you, but as a kid, I came before the turtles, and so my dreams are we're beyond that. And my dream was to be the next Bruce Lee. Well, so I still have that dream of a 13-year-old kid that I'm pursuing. It just goes to show how fate and life goes. Sometimes, we don't get the dreams that we reach for immediately. There's also bigger orchestration going on, and who knows where it's going to be, but I'm still pushing for that dream of a 13-year-old kid. But my dream continues, and thanks to the new franchise in the turtle industry, that kind of got me back out and continuing my dream and my journey. So.
Yeah, I'd have to say the turtle, like some people want to complain about the new turtle stuff or new stuff coming out, and I'm like, think about this. There's something from my childhood, I don't know about you guys, and it's still relevant right now. Like, to say that, like, even if people are arguing over it, there's a new turtle series for kids to watch. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, I don't mind if they run the old ones for kids to watch. Whatever keeps it out there so it doesn't die. I don't want to have to tell a kid one day what a Ninja Turtle was. Like, you don't know what a Ninja Turtle is, and a kid will look at you like you're silly right now these days. Even in 2018, like, yeah, I know the Turtles. Like, and you can flash back 20 years ago and ask a kid, you know the Ninja Turtles? Oh, hell yeah, I do. Like, it's become a constant now, and the fact that you're out there, you're seeing different parts of the world and doing that, I don't think even when you were Mikey back early in the early 90s, you could have thought it ever would have went like this, right?
No, not at all. In fact, because of the new franchise, that's the reason I am back out there. So, it's crazy. I have nothing bad to say about it. The comic book, you can do anything with the comic book, right? Our imaginations are limitless, very limitless. And then basically, it just, like I said, it just kind of perpetuated everybody to kind of go back and see the old classics, Jim Henson Turtles, and of course the demand for it. So
yeah,
well,
if I could, and Nick, if I can remind everyone, yeah, he was in on the turtle level when it was Jim Henson's workshop making the stuff. So I mean, you were part of a Jim Henson production, man. Like, that's just absurd to me. It's even weird. I mean, just when I say I'm talking to someone that was part of a Jim Henson production, that's just wild, Nick Palma. And then the other things, if you haven't got a chance to follow Nick Palma on social media, same as all you cosplayers. A lot of you guys are on social media. Are all of you guys? Because I know Lady Deadpool, Cap, I see you out there. Look, I'm gonna have to get on you guys' Facebooks too. But Nick, you're out there, and I see you traveling and doing these things. And hey, wait a minute, weren't they in? Was it Ted 2? Pete the Diehard? Wasn't that you guys in the suits in Ted 2? The Comic-Con scene. Wasn't that you in your Mikey suit?
Yeah, that was me in the Mikey suit. Yeah, actually,
I got to bring it up every time I mention it because a lot of people see you guys in that movie and don't realize it. I'm like, that's Nick Palma. That's Nick Palma right there. Like, he's in his suit in Ted 2 for no reason right there. There they are. And made one of the major scenes. Like, it was one of the major scenes. I love it. Now, Nick, what's coming up? You're coming to Fresno. You've been traveling around for this. What's it like being in the suit when you see people looking at you? Because there ain't no way you're wearing that and not getting someone to look at you.
Well, it's pretty, you can probably see a turtle every day in a suit, so it gets pretty ordinary these days. No,
I'm like, you're right. I remember I saw Donatello Monday walking around Tower. Yeah.
Yeah, no, when I put that suit on, though, I get flashbacks, and I actually feel as if the foot soldiers are closed, shredders closed, and I'm on my guard all the time. The guy who made the new suit, now the old suits, of course, were made by Jim Henson, and of course, the ones that I wear today are not those suits in that caliber. But the guy who makes the suits now, and that was displayed in Ted 2, his name is Daniel Bravo, and he goes as I think it's BB Turtles. But he did a fantastic job. I really enjoy his artistic work. I mean, they're a spinning image of the ones that we used in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And I really, when I got it, I couldn't believe it. Like I said,
really enjoyed it. And when I do put them on at Comic-Cons and different events, people go wild when they see it. And so right now I'm going to be in the process of actually having one that's tailor-made for me. These that he does sell right now, it's not actually tailor-made, so it's kind of an oversized shoot for me, but it works. And it's been working for me for the last several years, and I really like it. The thing is, though, producers of Ted 2 saw his work at a Comic-Con and asked for him to put those turtle suits in their movie. The only thing was he wasn't able to negotiate our credits. We don't have any credits in the back in the credits. So, yeah, you don't know that it's me unless you talk to me, and I'll tell you. Yes, that was me.
That's fantastic. I love it. Well, I couldn't even ever imagine being a part of these productions and traveling around. And same as some of our cosplayers here in the house, I couldn't even imagine the things you guys do. You got to really have a passion for it. Any advice for anybody getting into maybe some acting, some stunt work, some martial arts?
Well, I mean, the advice that I can give them is just you got a lot of avenues to kind of get recognized, and of course, Comic-Cons are them. The one BrewCon and stuff come with your costumes and stuff, and keep your athletics up and keep your dreams inspired and just drive on. And the only thing I can do is just do a lot of stuff that you can. Either student films, drama, theater. Keep those skills up, and one day you'll be at the right time, right place, right height, right size, right skills, and you'll be the next Turtle. Because that's how it went for me. I got that job all within 1 week.
Giving a grown man hope. You're giving a grown man hope here, Mikey. You're giving I'm like, babe, you see what I'm saying? There's still hope. I could still be a turtle. I could still be a turtle, and you can't say it's dumb because where'd you hear that from? Michelangelo. One of the damn turtles told me. Oh, Mikey, Nick Palma. Give it up for Nick Palma, you guys. It's such a pleasure to always get to speak to you, man. I really, it's always a pleasure, and anybody coming out to BrewCon is going to be very lucky to meet you. Come out and meet Nick Palma. Nick, I'm going to let you get back to your Friday night of pizza eating down in the sewer. I'm sure that's not what it is. I'm sure there's some crunches somewhere in there. You live a healthy lifestyle, a lot better than me. Nick Palma.
Sit down, Rob. That's my life.
Yeah, right. Everybody, one more time, Nick Palma, thank you so much for calling in. Nick, we're going to let you get back to your Friday night. Such a pleasure talking to you. We'll see you at BrewCon, buddy.
Sounds good. Take care, Pete. I'll see you there, too. And have a good night, you guys.
I love it. Bye. That's fantastic. Well, you gues. Oh, my. Pete the Diehard, you okay? Are you allowed to come on camera in that thing? No? Are you allowed to come on in that thing or no? You're cosplaying, right?
Broken old no man.
Here, we're just gonna do a stand-up shot real quick and end the show. We're just ending this part. We got a musical guest coming for you. You're gonna want to watch. Keep watching. But let's get Pete. Pete, come on in real quick. Meet Pete the Diehard of Diehards and Sons. Diehard and Son. There's only one of them. Let's get this in front of you. I think I nailed this right here. Yeah, don't do that. You know what? Shit, we're throwing this off right now. That's all right. Hold on, we used to do a trick on the Chuck Leonard Central Valley Buzz. You come forward, like you step, no, you stay right here.
Where am I going?
But come like way close to the table.
Okay.
I get like real close. And then see, I'm gonna come back here.
It's an optical illusion.
It's an optical illusion. Now you see what's happened here. I mean, the lighting's a little off, but see,
there's the
I'm
mic.
not as tall and you're not as, not tall. But you see when I go like this, Chuck Leonard didn't like this. He goes, damn it, DeVold, you're gargantuan, you're giant, you're over me. Back up. And they'd make me go like 2 steps behind him and it would like even us out somehow.
I want to look tall, dude.
I know. This segment's running long, so let's just give it up for Pete the Diehard one time. He's got BrewCon coming November 17th. It's a passion if you want to put something like this together. Am I right, Mr. Diehard?
It's some work, brother. I'll tell you that. It's some work.
Yeah, right? I like this little thing you've been running all night. I love this, Mr. Michael. It's nothing.
Awesome.
He's like, it's nothing. Give it up for Michael! Working the boards, doing what he does. Now, Pete the Diehard, you've never done an event like this in Fresno. This is first time. You've dabbled in all realms of this,
Yeah.
but you've never put it all together like this.
This is what we've been working for.
It's all leading up to this.
Did I know it was going to be at Full Circle Brewery? No.
No.
Did I know that everybody in the room that's a part of it, and then some with the interviews and so forth? I didn't.
No.
It was just kind of like an idea, and when I get
Yes.
an idea, I go for it. So
It's been a long time in the making. We still have one more week pumping this up. We'll be going over all the details again next Friday. But when Pete hauls his cookies down here, I got to bring him on camera. He doesn't come down here much. Well, we're gonna. Can we talk to you on the phone next week? Get a run through, go through everything.
Yeah,
we'll talk to
definitely.
Pete the Diehard again next week. Hey, he's a busy man. All right. Hey, real quick, all you cosplayers, you want cap? You want to throw back on the cap? Everybody want to come back on real quick? We get a final shot with everybody, with Pete the Diehard in here. We get all the cosplayers. Michael's like, you son of a... Hey, Pete, I think I did a really good job tonight. I didn't cuss during their segment. I didn't say any bad words with Miss Danielle Kennedy. I didn't say anything bad with Nick Palma. I haven't said one bad word the whole night. It's like I'm back on the Blaze. It's like I'm back on the Blaze again. Everybody squeeze in. We also got that camera over there, so don't worry. You're going to see all these guys down at BrewCon November 17th, Full Circle Brewing Company. It's going to be one heck of a party. I mean, from every... Oh,
that's why you didn't cuss.
Yes. I knew
Okay,
that
you
was
put
a
it away.
possibility the whole evening. That's a very good reason not to say a bad word. That and some adamantium rage all of a sudden will do it. So... What's that? Well, it's the signal's coming in, but we're with a bunch of superheroes, so I think we're okay. This would be the only time if something wanted to go down, we're okay. I'm not really worried. Set the phases to stun because I think we're all right, okay? It's been a beautiful night. Episode 274 of Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold in the books. We're quickly approaching our holiday episodes. Don't forget the Christmas episode coming soon, featuring Jimmy O. Always a good time. He does his Christmas in Fresno song. He does his rendition of The Grinch. But we can't talk about that now because even before Thanksgiving, we got BrewCon. All ages, Pete?
All ages, 12 and under free.
But...
12 and under free.
Well, now you're just being a gracious diehard at this point.
Very
It's that
affordable
diehard and
ticket.
son. That son part makes him a softie. He's like 12 and under, they're in free. It's fine. He's like, they'll still eat. Food trucks, right?
We got a couple food vendors out there, of course.
I love
various
it.
vendors, from handmade goods to services to comic books and toys.
Oh, damn. Okay.
We got live music inside.
Well, of course.
Incubus Tribute Stellar out of Sacramento.
Oh,
with
yes.
local acts as well.
Oh, by the way, Stellar's fantastic, in case you guys
Awesome
didn't
band.
know. They are legit.
We got a couple comedians.
Oh, yes. Wait. What comedians you got?
Lonnie Pelly, local guy.
Lonnie Pelly, Fresno's cleanest comedian.
And we got Feather coming out.
Feather DeWiz is in the house. Feather DeWiz is hilarious. I can vouch for that. Feather DeWiz will not leave any gut not busted. I can vouch for that. Well, I think we did it, Pete. We got one more Friday to pump this event. We'll be talking to Pete the Diehard live next week. Give it up for the cosplayers! Props to all of you hanging out still in costume. I was like, man, let me get them on first. I don't know if all of them, and they were like still chilling. That's fantastic. Give it up for Danielle Kennedy! Nick Palma, Michelangelo! You know, it's hard just to talk to him regular. Like, if we're going to be on the phone, like, if it was Nick in front of me, of course I would be like, hey, Mikey, what makes you like pizza so much? But when we're on the phone, I'm like, well, I'm assuming he's just in the suit right now and we're talking. Like, I know
I think
that
he put the suit on when
just to channel it. Like, I'm going to
just
believe
call,
that,
yeah.
even if that ain't true. I'm
Had
going
a
to believe
pizza
that.
in front of him. I think he really
Right?
did, dude.
I believe that, dude. So how about this? We're going to pump it up all one more time, and we have a live musical guest next week. Normally I wouldn't reveal it, but I'm going to let a little buzz. Cousin Fister will be in the house! Fantastic band. We're all going to, a good time if you haven't been there or been here when they're there. Like, I'm not going to be here. If you haven't been there, I'll be here next week enjoying it as well. So for everybody here at Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, all brought to you. Diehards and Sons did an invasion tonight. It was fantastic. Stay tuned for, by the way, I let Michael have a choice. We had such a packed episode tonight. I gave Michael a choice to run any musical guest from any previous episode he wanted. For us in the studio, we'll see what he picks. For you at home, enjoy it. I like the shifting eyes. Michael's like, I don't think I made a decision. Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold will be back next week with episode 275. Slide the knob. We did it! Sex, Drugs, and Kris DeVold is proud to present, you fucking know him, but now they're here in the flesh. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Leather Serpent.
Hello, we are Leather Serpent, and we're here to rock your house from Finland. Let's do this.
Yeah.
you go and visit your parents, but Tuesday's the night that we make love. Everything's just right. Conditions are perfect. There's nothing good on TV. Conditions are perfect. You lean in and say something like, I'm not getting to bed, I've got work in the morning. I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, oh yeah, it's business time. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. That's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say it's time to get down to business, baby. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. Next thing you know, we're in the bathroom, brushing our teeth. That's all part of it. That's foreplay. Then you go and sort out the recycling. That's not part of it, but it's still very important. Then you come back in, and you're wearing that ugly, baggy team building exercise shirt you got from your old work. And it's never looked better on you. Team building exercise, not tonight. Oh, you don't know what you're doing to me. I remove my jeans but trip over them because I've still got my shoes on, so I turn it into a sexy dance. Next thing you know, I'm down to only my socks. And you know when I'm down to only my socks, it's time for business. It's business time. It's business. It's business time. You know when I'm down to only my socks, it's time for business. That's why they're called business socks. It's business. It's business time. Making love. Making love for two. Making love for 2 minutes. When you're with me, 2 minutes is all you need. I'm so intense. 2 minutes in heaven is better than 1 minute in heaven. You lean in and say something like, is that it? I know what you're trying to say. You're trying to say, oh yeah, baby, that's it. And then you say you want some more. Well, I'm not surprised. But I'm quite sleepy. It's business now. It's business time. Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time. Scene. Yeah! Do it! Do it! Do it, Silver! Thank you guys. Own it! We wrote that one back in '73. It was after the Vietnam conflict.
Good
I
times.
felt that one needed to be taken very seriously.
For the troops!
Exactly. For America, really. This one's actually dedicated to Art's mom. I've got a feeling that some people in here are going to know it. If you don't know who we are, we're the Serpent, the shittiest cover band in Fresno. Woo! If you know this next one, feel free to sing along, people. This is a song.
Yeah!
But fellas, listen closely. You don't always have to fuck her hard. In fact, sometimes that's not right to do. Sometimes you've got to make some love and fucking give her some smooches too. Sometimes you've got to squeeze. Sometimes you've got to say please. Sometimes you've got to say, hey, I'm gonna fuck you softly. I'm gonna screw you gently. I'm gonna hump you sweetly. I'm gonna ball you discreetly. And then you say, hey, I bought you flowers. And then you say, wait a minute, Kelly. Think I got something in my teeth. Could you get it out for me? That's fucking teamwork. What's your favorite position? That's cool with me. It's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you. What's your favorite dish? I'm not gonna cook it, but I'll order it from Zanzibar. Woo! And then I'm gonna love you completely. And I'll fucking fuck gonna fuck you
Allow me to do something I never do for any fucking guys around. I'm gonna get down on my knees. Leather Serpent, you guys are fucking sexy.
Oh, thank you.
Now, I know you guys are one of the best 90s party bands in town, but is it true you guys are one of the fucking sexiest?
Would you like us to get naked and show you?
Well, I don't know. Well, you know, penis in 4D, you know, 'cause there's 4 of us here.
How much does this green screen edit out?
I wear a green condom, you can't see my dick at all. Now, you guys have a free show coming up, don't you?
Is it free?
Is it free?
Oh.
You can make it free.
Okay. If you're tuning in right now, it's free to you. But if you show up at the door and they don't know what you're talking about, don't mention us whatsoever. Where are you guys performing next? Where can I see you?
Well, we're playing a Saturday at Babylon.
Ah.
St. Patrick's Day.
Lovely old St. Patty's party. We're gonna do some Irish car bombs all night. I'm gonna end up drunk around a toilet and pull it out of the fucking ground again.
Again? Leather Serpent, what's going on? So you get fucked up at a gig or something and then you just pull the fucking toilet out the ground?
Well, it was an accident.
Boondock Saint status?
I kind of, when I got really drunk, it was a couple St. Patty's days ago.
Okay, at least you can remember.
Yeah, kind of vaguely. I remember doing a shitload of Irish car bombs, and I remember going to the bathroom to go puke, and I kind of fell into the shower. And as I tried to pull myself out of the shower by the toilet.
Whoa!
Ended up pulling the toilet out of the ground.
Now I saw that the brothers in Boondock Saints do the same thing, but someone was gonna die, so that's why he did it. You were just doing it for the sake of fucking party at that
I was
point.
actually trying to survive as well. I needed to expel some demons.
It's very River Phoenix / Sam Kinison of you. I don't know where I'm going with that, but
Well,
it's very
I survived.
nice.
That's
Well,
all that matters.
Leather Serpent, how about this? Art Silva, you have an origin tell that you'd like to share with the crowd, right? An origin tell of Leather Serpent, and we're not talking about David Coverdale's
Actually,
pants.
he knows the story.
Well, how about this? We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, Brent's Blazing Barbecue is gonna make me have a food orgasm on screen, and then we're also gonna have members of Leather Serpent sit in with us. And I want this origin tell, and I swear to God, if it doesn't have to do with leather pants and white snake, you're gonna surprise me. Ladies and gentlemen, this was Leather Serpent. They'll be back the very next segment with Beck's Blazing Barbecue, CentralValleyTalk.com, sex, drugs, and Kris DeVold. Bill, pinch it till it turns purple, let circulation back in, then cut it. Woo!